Hey guys, Rich Bassini, your YouTube vlogger and creator here. Today I want to talk about the Sony DCR-TRV340 Handycam video camera. What I want to talk to you guys about is how you can make that camera more efficient when it comes to recording. Now, for those of you who follow me on this YouTube channel, if this is the first time, I want to say welcome. I use pretty much older equipment to make my videos. Okay, for example, just to give you an idea, when I first started making videos, I was using an HP webcam, then I eventually upgraded to a Logitech Brio. And I also I have an iPhone 5S I use as a webcam or as an action camera. If you watch any of my videos, I might have talked about that. If not, I might do a remake on some of the stuff just to go over it for those who are new to hit my channel for the first time. Now, over here on my desk, let me just hit Cam 2 over here. You can see what's in this bag is my camera. Okay, it's a Sony. I love Sony products, by the way. I know I'm going to need a bigger desk, right? I want to show you how to make that camera more efficient when it comes to making videos and stuff like that. So let me go to Cam 5. I want to show you something over here, guys. I bought my Sony camera here. Let's move this all over here a little like that. Let's get this articulating on here. Let's just move it like that there. There you go. Okay. Sometimes you might check out other YouTubers out there that might be talking. No, I'm on my wireless camera. I'm charging it up here. They may buy these cameras off of eBay or get them at the local thrift store or whatever. Mine, however, I bought brand new, and back in the day, it was under $1,000, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, no, it was up there. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't no $200 camera. I know that for a fact. I had the receipt somewhere, but it was definitely under $1,000. I know that. And with this here, what I like about Sony is they always give you a lot of stuff. They give you, look at this manual they give you over here. Whoops, look at this manual. Look how nice it is. Look at this. Nice manual. Look at that. Okay. How many pages? It's, just in case you guys are curious, it's about 209 pages. Well, I'm talking about the index and stuff like that. About 209 pages. But look how thick that is there. One thing, they weren't cheap. Now today, everything's online. I know they want to save paper and stuff like that there. But with Sony, they give you a lot of documentations, a limited warranty. They show you a little sample of a picture here. They give you some hardware features and stuff. Back in the day, I had a Sony desktop computer back then. I loved it, and it was outdated. Well, it was getting outdated, and I couldn't use it anymore. That's what it was, the Sony Vaio. If you guys might remember that there, that's exactly what I had right there. You could see that there, the big monitor and stuff like that, the CRT monitor. And it was a nice computer. It was great. It had the built-in FireWire and all that other stuff, that, you know, the ports. And it says, if you can see, it says over here, Summer 2002 Desktop Training Guide. You know, they give you all this documentation, stuff like that there, customer support, you know, and some other stuff, connect and create, you know, here, important safeguards and so on and so forth. But yeah, proof of purchase. I saved the we call barcode here. I'm like that, you know, folks. I'm very when it comes to things of that nature. I save a lot of things. I know it sounds crazy. When you buy this, you also get accessories for it, for the camera and stuff like that. There, as you show you a picture here, and it's pretty good. When you buy things brand new, you get all the bells and whistles. With it back then, I don't know about now. I haven't bought a new camera in a while. They show you the batteries. You can still get batteries like this here off of K-Star, I believe. The bigger batteries, I have one. It's about, with that battery, if I'm not mistaken, when I charge up, I think it gives you about 2 or 3 hours. But let's be honest with one another. I don't know, unless you're doing some kind of documentary film where you need to do it for 2 or 3 hours, but that's a lot. Then they used to have the charger. I was going to get that there. Sometimes you can come across these. You can get them off of eBay. You know, the bag I bought, I bought this little bag here. And it used to give you the price here. Oh, here it is, $80 plus with the shipping and stuff like that. You had to order it. I think a little close to $100 with the shipping and handling. But I got that big. I'm going to show you in a minute here. I'm going to show you. You can strap it on your shoulder over here. Then you can get other things. You can get the lens for it, fish lens. I don't know if you still can. I would think they still can, or if not, maybe even aftermarket stuff. But they show you the accessories you can get here. The flash. I don't have a flash, not a Sony flash. I come across a flash, but I'm going to show you that in a little bit. The tripods over here. This is the one I have right here. The 480 CRM. What's the one for $100? Is this it? Is this it here? I think no, I don't think it's that one here. It's the one I paid. It was cost $100 for it, if I'm not mistaken. Here. It's a remote control one. I think it's this one right here. This is it. I'm sorry. I think this is it. Yeah. This is the one right here. It's a remote control one. It cost me back then. That was the price, $100. But again, when you're ordering it, you got to pay the shipping and handling and tax. And then I had this here. I sold it a long time ago to print out pictures and stuff like that. I had it. You know what it was? It's not that I didn't like it. It's just that I don't have enough room in here to keep all these things to print out the digital. It worked great too, by the way. It worked really great. Take nice pictures and stuff like that. And you can still come across. As a matter of fact, I've seen these like in thrift stores and stuff like that. There, you know, and I don't pick them up. I had them. I wasn't using it that much, and I have an HP printer. I have a 7520 all-in-one printer. It does great pictures, photos. It does the same thing like this here. So I was trying to consolidate. I didn't want to have too much stuff in here. You know, I didn't have enough room for all this here. But and I never bought stuff like this. The digital recorders. Look at the price of these things. Look at it, $1,000 just for that little thing. But when you get it, again, the memory cards. I have memory cards. I had all this stuff, the memory, you know, the Sony stuff, because I love Sony products. My two favorite products are Sony and the what do you call it there, Panasonic. Those are my two favorite. And my computer system, it's an HP. Everything's all computer. You know, I also have this camera I bought from them too. I bought around the same time. It's the camera right over here. You see this? Yeah. I bought this camera. I'm not going to do a video on it now, but maybe another time. But that's the camera I have. I don't have the flash. I just bought that. And again, that camera back then, I think I paid under $600 for that. Close to $600. Okay, and I got the case. I bought the case for it. Yeah, I bought this one right here. Got the same case for it. It's a nice camera. And I'll show you. I'm not going to show you the camera, but I'm just saying another time I'll talk about that there as well. But here, like I said, with Sony, you can buy the filters and stuff like that. And now some of this stuff could probably, you know, because this camera is older. Okay, it is older because I think it was purchased at I know it says 2002. I think when I purchased it was either 2003 or 2004 when I purchased all my camera stuff. But anyway, that's what Sony gets. That's what when you buy a brand new thing like this, especially with Sony back then, they gave you so much literature on the camera, how to use it, all the functionality of it. They also give you software with it. I don't use this software right now because I got other software. It's called Pixela Image. Okay, it says over here for includes Sony USB driver. Okay, Pixela. This is what they give you too. So I got this here, and I got another one. Then they gave you another one over here. I think this came with, I'm not mistaken, I think this came with my Sony digital camera, the one I bought, the DCR. Yeah, the DCR one I think it came with. Okay, so yeah, but they give you a lot of stuff here. That's what I like about Sony. I mean, they give you chock full of information here. All right. Okay, so let's get this out of here. And I know you guys didn't come just to see literature, so I just want to give you a little insight. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so if you want to stick around, that'd be great. If you can, I understand. Just put this back over here. I guess I'll clean this up later on. I don't want to start damaging my book already. I try to, folks, in case you're wondering, I always try to, you know, I love to take care of my stuff. And the reason why I do that there is if I ever do have to sell this, if I do ever sell, which I don't plan to, I like to give everybody the items in good condition. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to, you know, give stuff that's bad, ripped, or damaged. I try not to anyway. I put this back in here. Anybody who buys any electronics, especially when it's purchased brand new like this here, you guys will get a great deal on it as far as that, because everything is well managed, you know, taken care of. I take care of my stuff. All right, let's get this over here. Let's put this over here for the time being, and let's get this out of here and up with the book. Yeah, they give me a nice little book too. Look how thick that thing is. Okay. Anyway, all right. So with that, with Sony, again, we're going to talk about the camera. They give you cables with it. This is a FireWire cable. See the little connections here? The Sony desktop I had a FireWire cable port in there where it would be a direct link. You would plug this into your camera, and you plug this into the FireWire port on your computer, and we go directly across to it, you know, to make it a direct connection with the computer, from the camera to the computer, and you can record like that there on the software. Then you get another one over here. This is USB one. You could also plug this into your computer and this to the camera. They give you these here. Now, some of these might be, I think again, some of these might be for the other camera as well, but they give you this. And then they also give you this one here, which we're going to use. This is the most important one right now. In case you're wondering, if you guys watch my videos, this is a very important cable right here, because this is the one where I'm going to be transferring the content from that camera onto my computer. But it's done through a software. It's done through a Diamond one-touch video capture. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Here is the original Sony charger, where you charge it up. You would plug it into the wall here, wall outlet, and this would plug into your what do you call it, the camera, and you charge it up. And you'll know when it's fully charged. The camera has a display, an LED display. It'll show you it's fully charged. We're going to put this to the side right now, these cables here, but we're going to come back to this one in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to push this over here, and we're going to leave this over here for now. Let me show you the tripod I got over here. This is the one I was just telling you about. There's a nice tripod here. This, again, like I said, I showed you in there. It was for $100 when it came with the shipping, of course. This one here is a nice Sony tripod. I tell you, I love this thing. Look at this. They give you even a booklet on it. Booklet. It's a nice little booklet, pamphlet, whatever. Say it's not remote control. Tripod. They tell you how to use it, basically, like the functionality of it. You get pretty used to it after a while, but you know how to use it. It's pretty cut and dry, but they give you this here on how to set it up or how to use it and stuff like that. That there. I don't think we see it like that. You know, that's the nice thing about buying things brand new. You get all these things. When you're buying used, again, if I was to sell all my camera equipment, this stuff would go with it. All the booklets, all the information I get, that would all go with the item itself. But this thing here is a really nice tripod here. That's, again, this is the VCT D680 ORM. Okay, and it's really made well. It's got some good weight to it. You know, some of the housing on this is like aluminum, like a metal housing over here. You know, and it's got, of course, the remote control thing here. You could, you know, the functionality, zoom in, zoom out, on, off, take a snapshot, take a video, still video, whatever. But we're going to show you how to set this thing up. So I'm going to put this to the side over here, and we'll get to the part what I'm going to talk about. Here is my camera. Here's that bag I was talking about there. I showed you the Sony bag. Whoops, we're going to get to that a little bit here, right here. And in here, I would always get something. I keep my cleaning stuff in here because I got to clean the lens and stuff. But and that one there, and I think it's the same thing as this one here. Sometimes I think I keep extra batteries in this one here, this compartment. Yeah, I think I got an extra battery I keep with me here. I keep an extra battery. That's a big guy. That is a big battery. Yeah, that's the one. I have one, I think, right now in the camera itself. So let's look at the camera. Let's talk a little about it. Let's zip this guy up here. All right. And we'll open it up here, and we'll take it out. All right. Here we go. Very gentle with electronics because I don't want to damage them, because it costs a fortune to fix them if they get damaged. This camera here, in case you're wondering, the media it uses to record on here, it's the Sony cassette right over here. Okay, this is what it is here. This is what it looks like that. Okay. And I have a cartridge in there ready, so let's put this in here. So we'll just close this up for now. So we're going to be talking about this camera now. All right, so let's put this guy right over here. And with this camera here, when you have to remove the battery, I'll show you that in a little bit. I'm going to show you actually right now, not the battery, but the the cartridge here, recording cartridge. You would hit this open like this, open it up like that, and it'll pop up. Okay, and there you go. All right, and as you can see, it's an 8mm data cartridge, they call it. Let me put it over here like this. It's a data cartridge. All right, and whenever you're putting these things back in the, sometimes I see people do. I'm not saying all the time, but I thought I seen somebody having a camera similar like this here. Very rough with it. Be gentle with it, and make sure this stays away from this here, because when it's retracting, you don't want this to get caught, and you could damage the motor in here when it retracts. So always make sure this is out. Don't pull out, but just make sure it's away from here. And when you're pushing it in, push it gentle. There's no reason to slam it in, you know. Let it go down. Okay, and then you close it up. Once it's fully down, you close it right up. It's always going to make that audible sound. To remove the battery over here, here's that big battery I have. I told you I had that big battery here. What you're going to do is you're going to, it's right here. This is the battery release right here. Can you see this here, guys? Right here. You push down on this here, and the battery comes out. It's a big boy. Well, I call it a big boy. I don't think I'm any bigger than that, but that's what I got there. This camera is a really good camera. It's got some weight to it, okay? And believe it or not, I just did a video where you can use these Sony Handycams. I have old ones. I think it's in one of the videos where you could use them as a Handycam. Excuse me. You can use them as a webcam. Yeah, gosh. I think I need that cup of coffee. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I was up at 5 this morning, so I think I'm due for another cup of coffee here. Anyway, it's a 700X. Okay, and it's got the little LED screen here. You push this button in and very gently you move it like that there, and you got that little screen. I showed in one of my other videos an older camera, older model than this. It's got a bigger screen, okay, and it's color. This one doesn't have a color viewfinder in here, but what's nice about this here, you could flip it around. You can keep it like this here. I'm going to keep the camera like that. Some people leave it like that there for what reason, I don't know, but whatever. But I guess if you're going to use this as a webcam, of course, you would, you know, keep it this way like that. Well, actually, you'd have to turn it this way and then keep it this way like that. So you're looking at yourself. All right. It's a real nice camera. It's got all your functionality, all the buttons over here. You know, it's got the play, delete, MPEG, MPEG, display, and so on. You can see that there, guys. Can you see that in the camera? There you go. Wait for my webcam to focus in. And it's got all the little function. Let's close this up here to see better. And you got all the little other buttons over here. A fader, where's it good, backlight, whatever. Yeah, fader, focus, and so on and so forth. Really a good camera. It's got night vision too on here. It's got the, I think they said what, super night vision here. Yeah, see, it's got it. So you guys know I'm not making this stuff up. Can you see that there? It'll say right over here, super night vision, NS, right there. You just would switch that on. You can take pictures in total darkness. Okay, the viewfinder goes up, pulls out, goes up like that if you want to use it. I don't like viewfinders. I mean, I don't hate them. I just don't care for them. This camera also has a photo feature. And the way that would work is you would have a little memory stick. I have a bunch of these memory sticks. I got them throughout the years when I've been buying, because I would buy and sell cameras like this here on eBay. And I always, every time I got them, sometimes people would give, you know, when you're buying them, they would leave it in there for some reason, whatever. Or sometimes they sell them in packs at the thrift stores, and I had to get them and erase all the data on there, which is not too often, you know, but it would go on here. And this is the 4 megabyte. Is it the 4 megabyte memory stick? It's right there. And it would go, it slides in here. You know, it's funny with this here, just like I let you guys know if you have it. With this here, if you put it in the other way, it'll still look like it's loaded in there properly. See how it sticks out? That's not right. I know it's crazy, right, the way they have that set up. Make sure the prongs, the brass ones over here, see those, nice right here. See like the brass prongs? Make sure they go in this way like this here. And always do it gently, because you don't want to force things. You don't want to damage the thing. Just, you know, gentle like that there. And the way that would work is when you want to take a photo, you would just hit that button you hear, and it makes a camera sound. It's like, you know, like that sound there, like a camera. It makes that sound. Okay, yeah. What else can I tell you about this here? Yeah, it's got this big battery here. It's got a, if you're going to do your menu thing here, it's got a little scroll wheel. So when you could go through the menu in here, you could hit the button and scroll through it, whatever. It's got that. It's got the S-video cable. I had one of those there. I never really used it. Okay. Here's the FireWire one I was telling you about. Here's that other cable I was talking about that goes into the USB. I don't like my computer. My HP does not have a FireWire port, so that's why I have to use that special cable over there. Well, it's not special, but it's a cable that I need to make this work, and that goes right in here. And I'm going to show you how to set that up as well. You got your camera lens here. Now the thing is, this here. Usually Sony comes out with the Carl Zeiss. This one here, if you look at it, says Sony Video Optical 25X. Now the older cameras I have all have Carl Zeiss lens in there. I don't know. It does take great pictures, and you could do a manual focus as well, and they're very smooth, like that. Okay. Yeah, but this one for some reason doesn't have it. I don't know. It takes great pictures and stuff like that, so I got no complaints with it whatsoever. Okay. Here you got a hot shoe, and for those who don't know, every time you know what a hot shoe is, if you see the little brass contacts, like it's a hot shoe. You could probably put a microphone on there, or a light, whatever, or flash. You could do the flash on there, or not flash, but if you have a camera light, whatever, flashlight, whatever, you know, you could use that as well. Here's some more buttons on here, the functionality of it. Can you see that there, guys? You got reverse, rewind, yeah, stop, and so on and so forth. You got all the little buttons on there. And then, of course, you got the, over here, here's where you're going to plug your peripherals in here. Like this is for the microphone. Then you got one for headphones over here. And this is for the remote control right here, the bottom one. This is the remote control. Here's the headphone. And this one here would be for a microphone. Okay. And here is the button where you turn on camera VCR right over here. It's just a matter of pushing this little red button in. Like that, you push it in and you move it back and forth. You can move it around like that. And it goes to either or. Just, you know, it's that dial. This here, in case you guys are wondering, hey, don't they have that there, the case on there? Yeah, what happened was this, for some reason, the way they made it, it's like that fake leather or whatever they call it. It kind of wore off, and it was peeling apart. So what I did is, because I'm, you know, I was going to order another one I could, not being Mr. Cheapo, but I wanted to do it that way. But I might come across a new one like that, get the thing there just to play and say so. What I did was I took it off and I put the label that was on here, I cut it out and I put it on here. You know, so people say, yeah, but you might ruin that thing. I don't know, but it's comfortable. And believe it or not, when I did take this off, I had to stitch it all by hand. But you know, I had to have that though, because you know, you want something that, when you're holding this thing. I tell you one thing, this camera's got weight to it though. It really does. You know. It's got a lot of, it's weighty, it's heavy. I mean, if you're going to hold this thing for a half hour, an hour, you're going to feel it as far as I'm concerned. What else is nice about this, I didn't mention that there, let me just share this with you. With these type of cameras, just going in case you're wondering, Sony gives you the remote control with it as well, which is a nice feature, because what happens is if you have this mounted on your tripod and you're sitting away from something, you could hit your play button over here. You can see they got play, search mode, data mode, data code, whatever. It's got a whole bunch of little functionalities right over here. You can zoom in, out, you know, and stuff like that there. Hit the record button. But this is nice. Well, this is the infrared. Anytime you see cameras like this here, folks, for those who don't know, when you see this shiny, like a dull red, whatever, like a matte finished red, whatever, or you'll know it's an infrared. That's usually because it coincides with the remote control here. Okay, yeah, so that's what's nice. And all the older cameras that I showed in my other videos, they all have remote controls. So that's a nice feature too. Now the newer one I have, the newer camera I picked up a while, it's a blue one. I'm not sure this is the SR47. It doesn't come with remote control. Not that I can see. It doesn't even have an infrared on it, so I know it doesn't come with remote control. All right, let's talk a little about this here. Now, I'm going to show you, give you a little idea on what you could do with this here. First off, I have two phones here. This is the, I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max, but it's in its case. They don't need that out right now. This is the iPhone 5S. I make videos with this one I was talking about. I could use this as a webcam and an action camera. Okay, this is the iPhone 8. We're going to use this one today for this, just for demo purposes here. But this one here, I had these here. Like I said, when I bought the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I thought I was going to sell them. I said, no, I have a use for these here. This one I'm going to use as a webcam, and this one here I'm going to use as a little monitor, okay, to screen, to when I'm doing videos. Because let's face it, this here is a little too small. I'd rather have something like this to look at than looking at this, okay? So I'll show you how we set that up. So if you guys could stick around, that'd be great. Let me put this back in the holder, because like I said, I use that as a webcam. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so here's what we got. You know, sometimes you be very creative too. I'm going to show you the things I have here, and things that how we're going to set this up here to make this more efficient. Okay. Here I have a ring light. Okay. Now this here can accommodate, go on this camera if I want to do that that way. Okay. I'm going to show you how we set that up. In this case, I got this microphone I picked up from my local thrift store. It is the PXL, looks like, yeah. I think it's a PXL MC650. It takes 2 batteries, okay. And this bad boy works great. I always want to get a remote, a microphone for my camera. It works great. It's not like state of the art. It's not like a Rode or the other ones, but you know, I got it at my local thrift store. I tested it out. It works. It takes 2 AA batteries, and let me tell you something with here, because I didn't get any instructions with it. But what else did they give me with this here? Yeah, I put extra batteries in there too. I wasn't going to sell it. Somebody, I had a relative said, "Oh, you're going to sell it?" You know, I said, "No. I want to keep it." This one here plugs into a USB. This is what came with it, though. Not the batteries there. This is what came with it here. Okay, it's a USB, as you can see, and you would plug this into your computer, or whatever, for whatever reason. If you want to use this, you know, as an an external mic, whatever. And you got the red to record, and you got the green if you want to use it like for headphones or whatever. Okay, this came with it. And basically what it is, an extension cable. You know, you could move it forward. You could set this up on a tripod and plug it in like this here, and you got all this cable. I think it's about 6 foot of cable, if I'm not mistaken. Got this for a good deal at the, like I said, my local thrift store. It works great. It works great. I have no complaints with it, you know. But I'm not going to use that stuff today. But this here, in case you ever come across these here and you don't know the battery orientation here, sometimes I'll have like a little piece of, like a little notification of how to put the batteries in, negative, positive, one that pops up. This particular model here, the way they have it set up, you see it's got the plus and negative. Okay, this microphone uses 2 batteries. So what you would do here is, this one here is the negative and this the positive. I'm just throwing out there, because sometimes people might say, how do you know? You know, because I'm used to always looking inside here. They'll always have some kind of like a little sheet of paper in there that'll show you which way to put the batteries in. And then you just put it like that in there and just close it up. And let's see here. Oh, wrong one. Let me put that back in the middle. And there you go. So you're good to go now. Okay. They got 2 settings here. 10 decibels, 0. I usually keep it in the middle over here. Let me just shut this off. See it over here? I usually keep it in the middle. And yeah, it's got like a feels like a rubbery thing, but I guess it's to move around. It gives you like that flexibility, whatever. I don't know. You know. But anyway, so I'm going to show you to set this up here. Here I got a little what do you call it? External shoe mount here. It's cold shoe mount, whatever, to, you know, make this all work. But we're not going to use this though today. What I am going to use is this guy right here. I picked this up. This is a cold shoe. This is Elgato. For people who know me, I like Elgato products. I bought this here, my local thrift store. Not my local thrift, my local computer store, I'm sorry. And when you buy it, they give you this little booklet over here, how to use it and stuff like that. And you get this little Allen key thing here to make the adjustments on it. You know, to show you how to use it. Well, very little, but and what's nice about this here, and the reason why I like this, the reason why I'm using this particular one, this is all metal, by the way. It feels all metal. It's all cold to the touch. What's nice about this here, you could always adjust it like this here too, because it's, you know, the more if you loosen this up, it'll make it less. You'll be able to look at that. But that's what the reason why I like this here. It's all metal construction. It cost me, I think, $30 with the tax and stuff like that there, you know, to use this, you know, to purchase it. It was like, I think, 27 and change with the tax. I think it close to 30, something like that. Very good little investment, you know, to make there. And if you, you know, if you have a thing that needs an extension or it doesn't have a shoe, whatever, a cold shoe, whatever, this is a good best, you know, the best bet for you. Now, what I'm going to use with this here is, I'll leave this over here. This one here I picked up from eBay. This is great. This will accommodate pretty much different size phones. It definitely works with my iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's a lot bigger than this, of course, and this works really great. And in order to do this here, to make this more efficient to work with it, you're going to need this. You know, you need it for this as well. Okay, so what I want to show you is this here is a digital camera / camcorder LED video light with bracket. Now, what's nice about the bracket is it could have a different use to it. Okay, this here can have you can have a different use, use for this there. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this here. So maybe you guys just give you an idea. It also comes with a light here. I had to tape it up because I like to keep everything in its package here, folks. It comes with this as well. And you know, today in this day and age, you got to be creative with you got to be a creative thinker when it comes to making videos and stuff like that. So I could also put this on here, but let me just show you how to set it up, just in case you want to make your recording with an older camera a little more, useful. Let's put it that way. So what I'm going to do is this here. I'm going to take this here, I'll flip it like over like this here. And I need this part here, without damaging it. This part has to, it's not this one I want to screw in, this one here. Okay, because this is the one that's important. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to screw this over like this here. Like this. And this will adjust either way. Once you tighten it down, it adjusts. We're going to leave it like that open all the way for now. Okay, like that. We tighten it in there, like that there. It's pretty secure. Actually, we want it to go the other way. I'm sorry, guys. Let's just flip it this way. There we go. We want it to go this way. Yep, that's where we want it to go. Okay, let's keep it straight here. Let's gentle with it. Like that. Okay. I know some of you are probably figuring, oh, I know what he's going to do it already. I don't have to. No, I'm sure you do know what I'm doing already. But anyway, so let's continue. You know, I'm going to put this over here like this. Well, actually, no, what I want to do is this one here. I'm sorry. This is what I want to do here. What's nice about the Elgato one, it gives you the threaded in here too. You could still use it that way. So some people say, wait, how are you going to use it? This usually, because usually this slides in a cold shoe like this here, like that. But the way they made it, you could thread it on there like that. It's got a thread. Okay, so people are looking, how's this going to work? No, it's threaded. Okay, so you're going to screw this on like this. All right. Now, before you, if you know, when it comes to doing your swiveling up and down, make sure you got your tension on. Not that you can't do it while it's on it, but it's easy to do it like that there. If it does fall down a lot, then you're gonna have to tighten up on both sides here. Okay. So we'll leave this over here for now. I'm gonna put this on here. This is spring loaded. Okay. So when you're putting this on, you got to push down on it like that. Okay, and you tighten it up like that there. Now, this here, when you're doing this here, you notice it's still like flinch like this. This bottom, is it over here? Can you see it? On the Elgato, right here. I'm sorry, it's better this way maybe. See here? The bottom piece right here, this one here. Make sure you turn it down this way. Like that. And if it's a little still loose, tighten this one here too. Okay, there you go. Now with this, it gives you the option. Now, if I wanted to, I could have just not even used the Elgato. I could have screwed this on here, but it'd be fixed. In other words, it'd be like this here. You couldn't move it around. Okay, but that's why I'm using the Elgato cold shoe mount here, because it gives me the flexibility to move it this way or that way. Okay, and again, if you put the phone on, this is not heavy, but if you put the phone in, make sure the camera's face out. Now remember, here's the thing I want to share with you guys, in case you're wondering. You could do a two-step recording, and you don't need a cable for it either. Okay, all you got to do is power this on, right, your iPhone, and you could do double recording. You record on the iPhone, and you can record at the same time. Okay, and then to transfer it over, you're going to use the your charge cable. This would plug into my computer, or my charge cable right there for the onto my computer, and I could just extract the information from there. So you could do like a double thing here. If it's too obtuse, it's too long like this, it's sticking out too much, here's where you could just be careful like this here. You could just loosen up and bring it back like this if you want. Now remind you, when you're doing this here, you're not going to open up this here. You can't open it up anyway, and it would be crazy to open it. What would you need it like that for anyway? But if you wanted to bring this closer to the camera for whatever reason, that's what you would do. You'd get this here and just slide it down a little more. Okay, like that there. But you don't want to make sure you don't want to damage the camera either. You don't want this to hit the camera. Okay. So now you got it like that there. So now your camera is looking like this, and you could always go, whoops. See, now right now that's too loose, so it's not, the tension on here is not tight enough. So what you want to do is take this little Allen key that they give you and go over here. Okay, go over here and tighten it up like that there. It'll give it, just snug it up a little like that, where it's going to stay there. Okay. You can do one side. Basically, you should do both sides, but we'll just do it like this for the time being. Okay. And when you get it to the way you want it there, like that. Okay. All it does is snug it up. All right. So, and again, sometimes when you're doing it there, this will end up loosening up a little. Just make sure it's tight on both sides like that there. You'll be good to go. Okay. And then the other thing is here, you got that on there. Here, you could mount your microphone, which you could do now. I don't have to slide that back because this is a, you know, it's already wired in like that, and you plug this in like this here, you know, screw it on like that. And this would plug into the record right here, this red one. Yeah, the red one right here, like that. Okay, and then you would turn it on over here, and now you got a recording. But you see how it looks? Now you got your setup over here. So let's go to cam 1 here. And this is how it looks like this here, guys. So, you know, if you're a person like me that's frugal and you don't have the money to buy this expensive camera with the built-in LED and stuff like that, but even then, people will buy those type of cameras. And you know, if you're more into a professional level and stuff like that, I'm basically an amateur videographer, you know, photographer type of guy. I don't, you know, I don't need to buy state-of-the-art stuff, you know, but this will work. And also, it gives you the flexibility to, if you don't need this here, if you don't want this on here, get this off microphone, and you have the option to put this on. I could tighten it up. Just might move it up here a little second. Show you what I'm talking about. This is an LED light. It gives a lot of light out too. You could put something like this on your camera, like that. I didn't tighten it up. That's why it's flipping around like that there. Or if you need more light, then you could put one of these guys on here, like this here, and you would tighten it up like that there, and now you got a camera like this here. So, you know, you could get an older camera like this and make it more efficient. Okay, you could use it. And if you don't want to record, do double recording, which you probably don't need to do it. You just turn it on and go to the camera setting, and now you're using it as a monitor. Okay, so you can, in other words, instead of looking at that little screen, you're looking at this here. You know, so it'll work the same way. But that's what I want to share with you guys as far as that part goes. And then, of course, when you're mounting it onto your tripod, I don't think you need to see me doing that there. You mount it on your tripod, you're good to go. If I did that there on this camera here, this little cable over here, where is it? Right here. That would plug into, well, that's got to make the remote control work. That would plug in right over here at the bottom one, right there, the little blue guy. Right? And again, you could, you know, it depends what you want to put in here. But that's the whole idea of, you know, if you use a camera like this here to make it more efficient. You know, I like the idea with the microphone here because if I'm doing a demo tape, you know, demo video, and I want to have that extra sound a little better, it's just a matter of plugging it in here in the red one here. This cable here goes in the red one right here. So like that there. See it? There you go. That would plug in here. And if you want headphones, you want to put headphones on there, you could do that as well, you know, to hear yourself talk. That's fine, you could do that as well. But yeah, this is my way of setting up my camera. You could do it. I did it another way. The other way, it was kind of really crazy. You ever see the picture I did it? Everything was like up to here because I had this on here. It gave it more level on it. Then I had to put this on there. It was crazy. It was a crazy setup, but I did it, and I said, you know what? Again, when you're a YouTuber like me, I've been on this platform for 11 years now. You get creative ideas for other people, but I said, wait a minute. This here, with this here, I had to. I said, you can't just use it for light like that. I'm glad I picked this thing up at the thrift store, and I said to myself, I was going to sell, and I said, you know what? Something's telling me to hold on to this here, and I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did. Hooked up with that, you know, saved that there. Anyway, so that's what you have. Now, the other thing I want to share with you really quick. So now you got my camera set up. Looks pretty cool, right? Good idea, right? Look at that. I love this camera. I love my Sony cameras. I'm a Sony man. I love them. All right, just stay there. Don't drop. What you're going to need to do this here, people are probably going to say, for those who watch me on my videos, you're going to say, I know what you're going to say. Yeah. Well, for those who watch, then you're way ahead of the game, right? All right. You're going to need this. This is what I have. Now, Elgato makes them too. I think Elgato charges for this here, the one-touch video capture. Well, this is Diamond one-touch video capture, and you get this with it. If you do buy this, you can get this off of eBay. Some of them are brand new. You can get them for good prices. I think I looked back the receipt on this. I paid back in the day. It was $39 for this here. I bought it at my local electronics store, computer store at Diamond. And you get this with the booklet. And the most important thing of all is the item itself right here. This is it right here. The Diamond right here. This is what you need. The USB. It goes, plugs into, if you have USB on your computer, you're good to go. Okay, I picked this up. I probably have some more because I got tons of cables. I think I picked this up in my local thrift store. And the reason why I picked it up is because I have an old Panasonic TV. I told you guys I like Sony and Panasonic. And I have the color ports on that TV. So what's nice about it's an older TV, but it works. It's flat screen. It still works great to this present day. What you would do is, well, I wouldn't use this here, but the camera, this one here don't have it, I don't think, on here. They give you an adapter with it where you would plug this into your TV and you could use it like that for VHSs and all that other stuff. But I picked this up. It's an extra cable. This doesn't come with it. When you're buying, if you're buying from them, this is what you're going to get. Just this here, right here. This is what you need. But you can see it's all color coded. But yeah, that's something else. But this is the one that came with the Sony camera. This one over here. And this one here, what you would do is basically, I'm not going to do it right now, but what you would do is you would plug these in, match all the colors up, right? Red with red and so on and so forth. Okay, you plug these all up like this here. All right, and then this guy plugs right into here, right over here. Can you see that there? Right there, if I can get in there, there it is, right there. Goes into this guy right there. Plug that in. Right, like that, and then this goes into your computer port like this here. All right, and once you do that, now I just want to share this with you guys. This here, the software I'm using right now, the video editing software I'm using right now to make this video, it is the Cyberlink PowerDirector 2024 Ultimate. Okay, just to let you know. So that's what I'm working with. So let me just show you why I'm still connected here. It should work. I'm going to plug this in here. Yes. This is my Logitech Performance mouse. It's already charged wireless, so I can take this out. Because I need that USB port. I got one right over here in the front of my computer, which makes it very convenient. So I'm going to plug this in, like this here. Let's get this out of here. All right. And let me minimize myself. Actually, let's see if we can do this right here. Let me just go over here for a second. Let me minimize myself. Okay, here we are. We're at the Cyberlink PowerDirector 2024 window here, screen here. And I'm going to show you how it detects it. Okay, so let me go over here. Let's go to VCR. I don't know if I have anything on here. Let me just take this off. Again, you can use it as a webcam as well. All right, so we're going to go over here. Let me go. Now, here's what you want to do to detect it. You're going to come over where it says File. You're going to come over here where it says Capture. Remember that. You can play the video back. It's going to say Detecting Devices. Make sure the camera's on. You got to make sure it's on, because if it's not on, it's not going to get that signal. Now, you see over here? See the little antenna, the little TV with the antenna? That's how you know it's connected. Now, over here, so you don't get that reverb, make sure this is muted. I had an experience like that. It was driving me crazy. I think I spoke on the other video. And if you, well, even if you go like this here, let's go to camera, like this here. All right. And as you can see, I'm moving it around. Now, let's say I'm doing a live shoot right now, and I'm videotaping right now with this plugged in like this here. I could record with this here. Okay, right now I could record. Okay, let's say you're doing a video shoot and you want to show somebody to do a demo like this here. Words to the wise. Make sure before you hit that play button, in this case, you hit this little red button over here. See, it says record. Click that on. Oops, we got that there. Oh, that thing pops up there. And when you see it blinking, like that, then you're recording. So, you know, you can move it around. You can zoom in and out like this here. Let's zoom in, zoom out, and a painting over there, whatever. And you can look at the stuff I have here. Not much. A messy desk. My messy computer. Here's my Elgato Stream Deck Plus 32 key right over here, and here's a Stream Deck Plus Stream Deck Plus. And I just picked this monitor up at my local thrift store. You see this here? This is a 27-inch monitor, HP monitor. So it's much bigger, so I could do split screens or whatever. Okay. Now, right now, this is recording on here Okay, and it's also recording on the computer, on the thing here. Okay, so well, no, it ain't, because I think I didn't hit the pause button on here. Now the other thing would be is you would turn this on. Let's see, you would turn this on. I don't know if I have juice in this phone here. Let's see here, the iPhone. Let me just bear with me for 1 second, guys. Haven't used this in a while. Should power up. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, you can't see it now, but over here, see it? All right, the thing powered up. All right, anyway, so let's say we're done with it. Okay, I'm going to shut it off here. Hit the record button like this. Make sure it powers off like that. I'm just key this in here so you can see what I'm talking about. And let's go to camera. And see, this is how it would look now. See it there? That's how it would look. All right. That's what I said. You're using this as a monitor. It's better than looking at a little screen. You get the picture? Okay. Now, all right. So now you know what I'm talking about as far as that part goes. Can you see it? Maybe you can see a better picture here. No, I don't think my camera will do it right now because I'm locked in here. All right. So let me put the lens cap on to protect the lens. And what you want to do now is over here, we're just going to do as a demo. Like I said, this video is for demo purposes. Click that on there. We just call it Capture 9. It's going to go into the captured content. Over here, come to the X. All right, come to the X. It's going to import it. And here it is over here once it's done. Okay. And when you play it, you're not going to hear anything because it's been muted. Over here, you'll see it now. Let me just hit this here. See? You probably won't hear me talking so much right now. Okay? That's because it's playing off of the clip. Let's go down here. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Let's see. No, probably the same thing. But you see? And then that's when you would do all your bells and whistles and stuff like that there. Yeah, this has been muted on the record file. Well, I wasn't really talking. I didn't have the record feature on here. I'm just trying to show you when you're making videos or you're going to upload it, make sure you hit that record button. Yeah. My sound's been muted on here, but that's okay. It's all right. It's all right. All right. So yeah, just basically you just seen this just now, so I don't have to go into it anymore. But it'll work. Now let me explain something. This is pretty cool the way it looks. Let me make myself bigger here. This will work with the CyberLink Power Director 2024 Ultimate. Okay, let me just make myself bigger here. See how that looks though, folks? See that? Look at that. You got a big screen. You got a bigger screen there. You know, see? You can do things like that. It's great. All right. Anyway, yeah, this will work with the CyberLink Power Director 2024. Now, with the other software I have, it doesn't seem to work that way with it. I don't know why. It doesn't detect the camera. But this particular video editing software, it detects this camera. But what makes it all worthwhile and to do that there is this little device. Okay, this one here I just showed you before. This little Diamond One Touch video capture will make that work for you. Okay, but I tell you the truth, folks, I'm really happy with the way this came out. You know, the way it works like this. Yeah, I really am happy with it, and it makes sense. And if you want to make videos, you know, like I said, do recording stuff like that, or you want to add to it, if you want to do a swivel thing here, you know, if you want it to swivel, you might want to invest in one of these. You might get them cheaper, but this is the Elgato one. I like it. It's all metal, and again, you can move it like this. So you can, you know, move it this way, whatever. Depends what you're doing. If you're shooting a video and you're looking down, then that would be good like that there as well. Okay, so you know, it's good. It's a good thing to have, and like I said, it makes the more efficient when it comes to video recording. If you're home, even if you're on site, whatever. I noticed there's people that were doing certain things. Let me just power this off right now, the iPhone here. I noticed there's people talking about all these things that to set up. And I'm not saying in a bad way, but you know, they'll have like this thing velcroed over here, like this little thing. There's another thing, I don't know who puts it out, and you can see it's for digital recording. Folks, listen, this is the easy setup. If you want you're using an older camera like me, this is a good setup. It's efficient, it works. It's not, well, like I said again, it's heavy. I mean, if you're gonna, let me just go over here for a second now. If I was gonna use this like this here, to do this here, it's it's cumbersome because I can feel like the bracket over here, this bracket here is hitting the bottom of my hand here. it would be a little, it would hurt a little, you know, like after a while. But you could see it's pretty heavy like this here, you know, when you're adding these things to it. But I could see right now, I would have to put like a pad or something because it's digging into my hand. And you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. It's this bracket right here. Now, the thing is, you might say, well, here's the way to circumvent that problem. Let's do it now. Okay, so what you're going to do is just slide this over here, leave this out more like that, and that'll circumvent that problem, hopefully. It's still going to be heavy, but let's see now. Yeah, it's a little more easier now in the hand here. But I can still feel it, you know, I can still feel it. But it depends, you know, if you have to, then what you could do is just hold the camera with 2 hands, hold it like that, just to relieve the pressure on here, because this bracket is still hitting over here. This is good for a tripod mount. If you're going to do a tripod, you have no problem with that there. And will it mount on a tripod? Absolutely. Absolutely. It'll just go right over here. See, they got another screw fixture. That's what I like about this here. It'll screw right on here and it'll go onto the tripod. Okay, so if you want to do something like that, it's good. But again, just remember though, if you have this camera and you do the same setup like I'm doing here, you're going to probably feel it over here. Okay, you're going to probably feel it right over here. That bracket there is what's hurting right here. It hurts because the camera is pivoting into your hand like this. See? So the only way to do that there is you would have to hold this up like this here just to relieve that pressure on there. But, you know, it's nice though. Pretty good. All right, anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, if you got a little takeaway from it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. And if you want to be updates to when I post that in the videos, please hit that bell notification icon, okay? And, you know, hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, whenever I post that new videos like that, you guys will get it, get the information and stuff like that. And the most important thing, I just want to leave you with this before I close the video out, is that you guys out there who follow me on this YouTube channel or are subscribers, or maybe a potential subscriber, the most important thing for me, okay, as the YouTube creator, is that you guys get a takeaway from this here. If for some reason I left something out in this video and you need to get, you know, you want me to update it for something like, you know, through comments, okay, I don't want to make another video, but it depends what it is. Drop a comment below and tell me if there's something that, you know, you need more information about, or, you know, I mean, I basically covered pretty much everything in here. So I hope that, you know, this video would be, you know, pretty much, you know, a complete video as far as like showing you what I'm doing with my older camera. Like I said, I have 3 other ones like this here. No, actually 2 other older ones, and I got a newer one, and I did in my other video. It's a video I talk about using those old webcams as a the handycams as a webcam. Get confused, handycam, webcam, right? Yeah, it's in one of those videos that you see when I talk out there. The other ones are older cameras, but they work, and I could do the same setup with them. Because, you know, as long as they got the tripod mount, I could do the same thing. They all have one, I think 2 have cold shoes, I mean hot shoes. I think one has a cold shoe, whatever. One has a hot shoe, one has a cold shoe, whatever. But yeah, and I could do the same with those older cameras. And they're old, but I like the little Palm guy. If you ever know what I'm talking about, the little Sony Palm one there. Those cameras are great. And I could do the same setup like this here, you know. It might look a little funny on the palm size one. You know what I'm saying? This one I can understand. The other one I can understand as well. But the little guy might really look funny. But people could do it. You could put a little mini mic on there, whatever. You could put lights on there too as well. Now, for example, this here is independent. It takes batteries. Let me put my glass on here. Like you say, well, suppose you want this here to work. This is a cold shoe light here. Where are the battery things here? Oh, up here. Yeah. And I think this takes, again, I think this takes 2 AA batteries. It does take 2 AA batteries. Sometimes it might take AAAs, but this is 2 AA batteries. And this here, I think, has an indicator on it. Well, whatever. You'll know. You'll know if it's working right. And this is independent. You don't need any juice. You don't need no wires for it. You just hit it in there, put the batteries in there, and just hit that on there, and it's LED, and it gives a lot of light. It gives a lot of light. I have a lot of ring lights here, too. I have other ring lights. I have 2 bigger ones like this, I think about 8-inch, 9-inch, whatever ones. They have ones really super big. You ever see the super big ones? That's ridiculous. I mean, you put some, especially in a small area. I'm in a small confined area here. If I put something like that there, it'd be like the sun was looking at me, you know. But this here is independent, like as far as that part goes. This one here, I would have to plug this into my computer, the USB computer or whatever, and I could plug this onto, you know, remove the mic if I had to and put this guy on there as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but right now, if you're shooting, this has got a zero lux camera. The camera's zero lux on here, lighting. Yeah, zero lux. You can't probably see it like that there, but it's right over here. You see that this is zero lux, whatever, for low lighting, whatever. Yeah. This camera works great, guys. Works great. And like I said again, I bought this brand new. All right. Anyway, enough chatter. If you see anything I said, if I left anything out, please drop a nice comment. I respond to nice comments. Any nasty comments, I don't respond to them. Not that I get them, but I'm just putting it out there. All right. I'll talk to you guys next time. And if you are a new YouTuber out there who's thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I just want to say I'm wishing you guys all the best of luck, the best success. Go out there, make those videos. Don't let the naysayers tell you it's not going to work. No one's going to watch them. And I could attest to this because if they're watching my videos, I know they're going to watch yours. So please, whatever you do, if you want to be a YouTuber like me, this is my dream. I love making videos that could help people out, you know. And like I said again earlier, the most important thing is that you guys get to take away from it. So I do hope you guys like my videos and hope you like me as a content creator. But anyway, this is Rich Bassini signing off. I will talk to you guys the next time. Take care and bye-bye for now.